Hello everyone, Norma Woodcock speaking to you from Perth in Western Australia. I'd like to speak into the Feast of the Holy Family, Year B, and the theme, Not Perfect. Father Flor McCarthy says that we call Jesus' family the Holy Family, and rightly so. But he says perhaps we have an idealised picture of it. We are not told much about the life of the Holy Family in the Gospels, but we do see that the Holy Family had more than its share of problems. And I want to just list a few examples. No accommodation for the birth. The child immediately became a target for Herod's murderers. So they had to flee to a foreign land and be like aliens. Then back in their own country, they had to find a place where they could begin life all over again in Nazareth. At 12, Jesus got lost during a visit to Jerusalem. Mary and Joseph sought him with fear and sorrow in their hearts. During his public ministry and life, Mary didn't always understand what Jesus was doing. Later, she saw the tide turn against him, the net of authority close around him, and finally the crucifixion, when a sword of sorrow pierced her heart. A real spear pierced the heart of her son as well. So in view of all of this, no one can claim that the Holy Family lived a sheltered and trouble-free life. And I always like to get the scriptures and the meaning of these readings into everyday life, and I'm sure that many of you have felt, perhaps like me, that we would have liked a more perfect family when we were growing up, a more perfect family now. But I want to say something that I think is very powerful that was said to me many, many years ago. No matter what family you were born into, I want to say to you today that you came from God through those human parents and you are going to God. Before and above everything, you belong to God, you're a child of God, you came from Him through these human parents and you are going to Him. And I also want to speak into those of you who are troubled about the family that you now are living in. Maybe your spouse is not perfect. Maybe your children are not acting perfectly. And I understand all of these things. And I'd like to say to you that I had to discover that I wasn't perfect either. And so I couldn't expect people around me to be perfect because I wasn't perfect. And I guess what we have to do is realize that the only perfect one really is God. The only one who has it all together was Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ our Lord. And so it is accepting what we cannot change what we know needs to be changed, and allow God to bring us to peace and fulfillment and happiness right where we are. Instead of trying to run away from all that was, run away from all that is happening now, accept what you cannot change what you know needs to be changed, and allow God to make the difference. God bless you and thank you for listening, and I look forward to meeting you again next week.